Hey guys, I'm here in Michigan for the 2023 Detroit Auto Show. Zach is behind the camera, but we also wanted to visit some friends here in the area. And here's one clue as to where we are. You see that logo? This is of course the GMC Sierra AT4X AEV edition. And here we are at the AEV, basically their headquarters in Michigan. So let's walk in, check it out and see, maybe take a tour of what's inside and see how they work, because they've been on fire recently. They started with Jeeps, then Dodge trucks, Ram trucks, and now they're supplying GM and Jeep and Ram with vehicles, and so you can go off-road in style. So let's go in. Hey Matt.
How's it going?
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Can you please introduce yourself briefly for people who may not know you?
Absolutely. I am Matt Felderman. I'm the marketing manager here at AEV, and this is our Michigan headquarters.
When I was walking in here, I said you guys are on fire because it seems like every month, there's a Colorado bison or canyon or this, and now, you're announcing factory packages basically with Jeep, with the Wrangler, and now Gladiator too.
Yes.
So a lot of excitement, but I wanted to see your place.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a busy year for us, an exciting year, and happy to give you a tour.
This is a pretty huge place.
It is.
All right, so I already see something kind of classic here.
Yes, this is classic. So this is one of our SEMA displays from maybe 2003.
Uh-huh.
And this was when we really started getting into manufacturing some of the steel components that we were using to make these vehicles. And what we wanted to show people at SEMA was essentially what we were doing, the direction we were taking the aftermarket, and all the black components you see were parts that we were making. Mm-hmm. And granted, at the time, that was a huge deal. Things like stamping the hood, stamping our own fenders. Yeah. But yeah, this is just a rolling chassis, but this was really, this was the original Brute. Something that, we carried on through the JK platform, and, hopefully that
and now
inspired
JT, JL,
the JT,
and everything else. So basically, AEV, American Expedition Vehicles, you make very functional vehicles, components to make them more off-road capable, right?
Right, absolutely. Yeah, and what's extremely important to us is really anything that we do, we want to make sure that we're meeting or exceeding, that OEM level, whether it's an aesthetic product or something as in-depth as a suspension system. Function and form need to go hand in hand.
Yeah, I was just recently in Colorado. Nate came out and he brought out JT.
Yes.
And I drove it on-road and off-road, and it just feels like the vehicle works as one. It's not like you're changing one part and it's affecting other parts, right? It works as one, basically.
Everything from front to back, the wheels to the suspension and the tire size we're installing, everything has been engineered to work together. And you mentioned on the road, a lot of people are surprised when we're talking to them about one of our suspensions, and we're telling them that this suspension is going to improve your ride quality, improve the handling, but then also give you, added capability off-road.
So what can we see?
Let's go out into the shop. That's where all the good stuff is.
Follow
me.
I've never been here before. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
So it's been a few years.
Yeah, so this that we're walking past, this was actually Dave Harridan's essentially proof of concept of the Brute double cab.
Okay.
This was the one that he built himself in Montana. Has a supercharged Hemi 5.7 liter engine, 6-speed manual transmission. And this is one that we essentially restored.
I gotcha.
It's an important piece of history to us. But yeah.
Yeah, once again, like kind of the whole concept of a roof rack, you can put whatever you want up there.
Exactly.
Bumpers. Shows the bumpers too.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's head out in the shop.
Cool. So recently you announced at the Overland Expo in Colorado that, upcountry packages, right?
Yes.
And level 2 packages with Jeep. So a customer can go to the Jeep dealership
Yes.
order a Jeep, Wrangler, and now Gladiator with AEV package, and then magically, the Jeep gets here, right?
Yes.
You build it up,
Yep.
and then send it to the customer, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the cool thing about the Level 2 and the Upcountry and Upcountry Plus packages is now the programs that we have always had, because we've been doing this forever, but now they're available through every dealership. So there's no more geographical barriers. So it's really awesome to open this up to everyone.
Yeah.
But yeah, the vehicles get built in Toledo, they get sent here for the upfit, and then we send them off to the dealership who ordered them.
Just one question, why does that orange Jeep have like 20s on it?
I believe that Jeep was already owned by a customer, and they sent it into us. So instead of sending it to us with they probably sold off their wheels already.
Okay.
It
just looks funny.
It does. It does. But yeah, without all the normal stickers that the new vehicles have.
No, but this is a very special one. That's a Rubicon 20th anniversary,
Yes.
$392.
Right. In orange.
Yeah, that's a lot of money right there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of candy. All right, so let's kind of. This is a huge place.
Yeah. The majority of our footprint is here in the shop.
Yeah. Lots of lifts, lots of space.
Yes, and we are right in between Jeep production, where we have finished out production on the 20th anniversary Level 2 program, and now we're awaiting the 24s to start coming in.
There's another 20th 392.
Yes.
That's the way it looks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of the 2023, the first 150 unit run. This is one of those.
Yeah. So this is basically a package on 37s, correct?
Yeah, this is basically our bread and butter package for the Jeep Wrangler. This is our highest volume, most popular package. It's our 2.5-inch suspension, our front and rear bumpers, tire carrier, AEV wheels, 37-inch tires. And it comes with a winch as part of standard equipment on the Level 2. In addition,
and you use Bilstein shocks on a lot of your builds, right?
Yes.
A lot of your packages.
Yes. The standard shock is the Bilstein 5100, and on Level 2 there's an option to upgrade to the 8100 reservoir shocks.
Actually, the shock is on this side here too. You could see it here. Nice. And of course, Ram trucks are also pretty big.
Yes.
I can see at least one here.
Yes, we have, excluding the Level 2 and the upcountry stuff, this year we've almost built as many of specifically this truck, the Prospector XL, as we have Wranglers, which is kind of crazy. 5 years ago, it was not that way. The full-size overland scene has come so far.
So it's been growing faster than others.
Absolutely.
I was just in Denver. Well, I live near Denver, and I just saw a truck being shipped. It was a Prospector XL mega cab.
Okay.
So it caught my eye because it was so huge.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, it's tall like this, and then there's an additional cab here.
Yep.
Do you build any of those?
Yeah, we have a silver one on the lift right there.
Oh, yeah, right there.
We actually have 2 silver ones on the lift.
Oh, yeah. We'll show that in a second.
Yeah, at that point, when someone's getting into a vehicle this big, that they don't even notice the extra, foot or whatever, 2 feet.
But when you put it, what is it, 40?
Yes, 40-inch tires.
It looks proportional almost, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, we really spent a lot of time, because really the secret behind this truck is how we open up the wheel wells.
Yeah.
So aesthetically, we spent a lot of time making sure that opening matched the 40-inch tire.
Let me stand next to it for size comparison, right? Because you could see it alone, and I'm 6'3".
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you can kind of see how big the truck is.
Yes. But also, you can also appreciate the low center of gravity when you compare it to a Wrangler on 37s. It's not,
So it's
you know,
here.
it's taller, but it's not that much taller. For a truck on 40s, you know, and that's one of the secrets to, that's one of the things that makes this truck like the ultimate road trip vehicle. That low center of gravity, you don't even know that you're on tires this big.
Yeah, and that's part of the making it functional, like we're talking about.
100%.
Like, because you can lift the truck 8 inches in the air, you can do whatever you want, but all of a sudden it becomes top heavy or whatever.
Yeah, you start making a lot of compromises at that point. And as you can see, every one of these trucks that are currently on a lift, they're all getting 40s.
Okay.
So the 37-inch tire package that we offer, it's almost like it doesn't exist. You know, everyone wants the 40-inch truck. But that's, we get it. They're cool trucks.
So the level 2, just to get an idea, so the level 2 Jeep Wrangler is about 20 to 21,000 at the maximum level, kind of, right?
Right.
What is a 40 package? Do you remember on the Ram?
Most of them, the average comes in about 25.
Okay. So plus the truck, obviously.
Right.
So the truck, yeah.
Exactly. I would.
Let's come over here.
I would say the moving average of these trucks is between 100 to 130,000. Because all done, all in. We do the full spectrum. We do tradesman models, which will keep you down, you know, sub 6 figures in some cases, or all the way up to your Laramie Limited, you know, with all the bells and whistles.
So we did. We kind of partnered up with you and also, you know, with Fox and BDS, and we kind of built our own vehicle, which was the Trailhound. I just want to show the axle here really quick. But that was a lot of fun too. We put it on 37s.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a 40 next time, but.
I think we have a rear bumper coming for you.
Yeah. So you can kind of see, you know, this one, do you regear these trucks too?
Not the 5th generation trucks.
Okay. But it's your diff cover is there.
Yes.
You can see the bumper.
Yep.
All that stuff. And you talked about opening up the wheel well, right? So especially in the front too.
Yeah.
And making that fender flare as well.
Yeah, that we opened this up considerably. Sometimes there's pieces of the fender around here.
Oh, here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey Zach, check it out. So is that from the front or is that from the rear?
I believe.
Maybe the rear.
Yeah.
So you're actually taking this out?
Oh, yeah.
Take this out in order to open that up?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're opening it up by roughly 3 inches in the front and the rear. And then when you do that, you need to move the axle forward to recenter it in that larger opening, or else it would look back, you know, it would look like it was shifted back. So yeah, there's a lot to it, you know, to make it all look factory when it's done. And you have different stages here. You have over here with all the holes, that's pre-cutting. So this truck, oh no, this one's been cut. But yeah, this is before the flare, after the flare, and then the truck down at the end has the liners in it and everything, so you can kind of see the progression.
I see, I gotcha. Kind of like a factory line here.
Yeah, very much so. And we have dedicated technicians for Jeep and Ram. We train our guys to get really proficient in one platform instead of having people switch back and forth. It just helps with production efficiency and quality.
And then you do something else with GM, right? You send parts to them.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's the GM program, while on the surface it may seem similar, it's quite a bit different. You know, GM and AEV, we sat down and engineered these products together, you know, designed the packages, and we manufacture the products and then ship them right to the plant.
Yeah, and then it gets put together at the GM plant and then
Right.
goes to the customer,
Right.
basically.
Like all the HD trucks, all our parts get shipped to Flint. The truck gets built in Flint, and then it goes out to wherever it's
and
going.
it's in Michigan. It's not far away, right?
Oh, I live 5 minutes away from the plant. It's crazy.
Can we show this, or
Yes.
is this something
No.
secret?
Nope.
Okay. It's a flatbed.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is one of our 10 tray bed Prospector XLs that we. When did we announce this?
Well, it's
Easter
been-
Jeep Safari, I believe. Yeah,
Well-
right around Easter Jeep Safari, we announced this.
Yeah, and then I saw it in Flagstaff, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, the red truck, right?
Yes,
There's
the
a
red
red
one.
truck.
Yeah. So this is one of those 10
Okay.
getting built out for a customer. Most of these were sold direct to the person buying the truck.
Uh-huh.
And each one, the majority got custom paint, to really make it unique. And
Like, yeah, this one looks
yeah, this is
quite
Earl Grey.
special.
It's Earl
Yeah.
Grey, so it's a Jeep color.
Sorry. I want to see it from the front.
Yeah,
Can we walk
absolutely.
around? Sorry about that.
Sorry.
You could see the suspension coming together, kind of.
Yep.
And this is what you were talking about, relocating the front axle too,
Yeah,
right?
so
Moving it forward.
Yeah, so this axle's been moved forward 1.8 inches to recenter it within this larger opening.
And still have all the full articulation,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, and no issues, turning the tires lock to lock. And this is our front bumper with our full, this one opted for the full brush guard. That's been a pretty popular option, and people put the 4 lights across the front.
Yeah, we don't have like the full bar on ours. But do most customers choose diesel? Do you know?
Yes.
Mostly Cummins?
Yes,
on this one?
overwhelmingly so.
Yeah.
The Power Wagon was kind of the exception, but now with the Rebel, I don't know how many Power Wagons we're really going to see anymore.
Well, maybe next gen. I don't know what they're doing, coming in the future, but
Yeah,
I mean, you're putting extra weight up front, you're putting bigger tires.
Yeah.
It's nice to have the extra torque, right? And all that stuff.
and just the reality of the fuel mileage. A truck like this, as crazy as they look, they'll pull 17 miles a gallon all day on the highway, where a Power Wagon on 40s, I mean, you're hoping for double digits.
That V8
Yeah.
is working
Yeah.
hard, right? So,
But they're great off-road, so some people, they don't really mind about the mileage.
yeah. It's just kind of the use case, I guess, right?
Yeah.
If you're going long distance versus not long distance
Right.
for your trips. Yeah, you can kind of see the Cummins in there and the turbocharger up here. Kind of see all that stuff. All right. And you have all the kind of the parts storage.
Yeah, so everything that you see on the shelves, this is all inventory to support what's either in the shop or on the way to the shop.
Okay.
We have an additional warehouse across town that houses all like the inventory for orders. So, someone buying something from our website or a dealer ordering a pallet of parts, that's a separate warehouse. This is all going to be consumed by the shop.
Okay. Sweet. And where do you make some of the GM components for GM trucks?
All the so everything is made locally in a variety of factories.
Okay.
Basically, all the steel components are made here in Michigan, and are coated, and
Yeah.
we keep as much as we can around where we're located. Really, just we're able to address any potential problem or issue that may arise immediately. We're not.
Quality control, all that
Yeah, we don't
stuff.
have to get on a plane and fly there. We don't have to, all these people are right in our backyard. So, and it's the same place that Jeep and, all the OEMs are using for their, supply chain. So that's one of the awesome things about being here in Detroit.
Yeah. And I see a 4xe plug-in.
4xe, yeah,
so
we've,
that's a plug-in Jeep right there.
yeah, they've been getting more popular.
Yeah. No, I kind of get it. Why? I mean, there's a lot of electric torque as well, and
Yeah.
some silent driving as well.
Right.
So if you want to go silent for a little while,
Admittedly, I haven't spent much time in them,
Yeah.
but we've definitely been seeing they're starting to catch on. You know, it's new technology, and you know, one thing about Jeep is the consistency is one thing that people like about the brand. So when there's something new introduced, it seems like it might take a minute to catch on, but yeah, they've been getting really popular.
well, what I've seen with the 4xe, I mean, you still have solid axles. It's not like they redesigned the underbody
you're not
of it.
giving up
Yeah.
anything for that additional range.
It's just, you know, the powertrain is a little bit changing, right?
Right.
But like the bones of it are still staying the same.
Oh,
basically.
absolutely. And that's one of the coolest things with the Level 2, because the Level 2 is available on the 4xe. So you can get this 4xe with 37s.
Yeah.
You know, so you're giving up nothing,
Yeah.
that is what's really cool what Jeep's doing.
Well, sweet. Is that kind of basically the majority of it?
Yeah, I mean, down at the other end, we do a lot of paint here. If you look at the Rams, the two trucks at the end, they have a paint package that we offer. The silver one has both the hood, roof, and tailgate right here.
Okay.
They have that black on it.
Oh, here, yes.
Yeah, so that's a paint package that we offer. And then additionally, this truck has the two-tone down the side.
Yeah, I see that.
So all that stuff we're doing in-house. The Wranglers and the Gladiators, we offer a painted interior hardtop, which changes the look of the vehicle completely on the inside. Gets
Okay.
that white out of there,
Okay.
switches it to black. And then wheels, we offer, I think it's about $500-600. You can get your wheels any color you want.
Okay.
A lot of people color match them. So we do a lot of paint here, surprisingly.
And there's a paint booth, at least one of them, right? Or two
yeah.
or three.
Yeah.
I guess that's
the
an
metal
oven.
one. The metal one we had since the Brute double cab days, because that's what we were painting the chassis in.
Okay. Yeah, I see the hood, the tailgate.
Yeah.
It's kind of come apart.
Yep. So that thing's going to get some. Yeah, the roof is prepped. So this one's going to get our two-tone package on it.
And this looks like a shorter bed. Do a lot of people do shorter beds, or?
Yes, crew cab short bed is
Yeah.
the common.
Well, you want to keep the wheelbase a little bit under control, right?
Yeah, mega cab is, I think, the max that I personally would want to go. We
Yeah.
do even, we do the crew cab long beds for some customers, but
It just depends.
it's a long truck though. It's a really, I mean, that's a big truck.
Yeah. I guess it depends if you're putting a camper on the top of it or
Yeah.
something else, right?
Well, and we also earlier this year announced our cab chassis program.
Yes.
So now we're doing 3,500 cab chassis, 4,500, and 5,500 cab chassis.
Okay.
And that is really essentially a Prospector XL, no bed. So what the program's designed for is if someone wants a camper and they really don't know where to start, we can offer a turnkey chassis that we can build and ship to their camper builder of their choice.
Uh-huh.
So Adventure Trailers, Mario there, he's a great friend of ours. And we will build chassis, ship them to Mario, he'll put on the Adventure Trailer, and then you're ready to roll.
Yeah, and also the announcement with Truck House, right?
Yes, Truck House.
So they're
That-
building their house on top
Yes,
of it.
that's like, that's next level over the cab chassis program, where that's a fully integrated package.
Yeah, yeah.
We're supplying the chassis, then they're basically building the camper around it,
I gotcha. Can I grab a couple of 40s with me to go home? I see some tires. Can I grab a few?
You can take as many as will fit in your carry-on.
Okay. All right, well, thanks, man.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for having us
Oh,
here.
I'm glad you were able to stop by.
Yeah. Had extra time,
Yeah.
This is wonderful. So, well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Check out oldtfl.com as always for everything. We have 8 channels.
I know. I know. I remember when there was one.
Thanks. All right, thanks guys.
Take care.